Welcome back. We all know that holiday time can also be stressful, especially when divorce is involved. Clinical psychologist Dr. Gonzales joins us live now to talk about how to approach the holiday for families of divorce. And I think these tips can go for a lot of families in general. Dr. Gonzales, thanks for being with us. It's good to see you as always.
Good morning, Maddie. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. So we're talking specifically about families of divorce because it is so much more common now.
It's unbelievable, the stats. I mean, we've all seen that it's literally a coin flip the last 20 years. 50% of the divorces, marriage can end up in divorce. More recent, last 5 years, we've seen a little better trend, about 45%. But really, the number of marriages you're on is a big predictor as well, because it's your first marriage is 41%, your second marriage is 60%, and if it's your third marriage, 73% chance it can end up in divorce.
Third time's not a charm in that case. So we have a lot of families all around who are going to experience this holiday season.
Right.
And we need some tips. How can we enjoy it still and help make it pleasant, especially for those like the younger children?
Right, absolutely, Maddie. It's a good point. Well, number one, we want to be flexible.
Okay.
You want to realize, you want to be flexible as far as the time and date to have the celebration. You want to be flexible, not draw lines in the sand, and not scorekeep too much. So, and try to get these times and dates arranged and settled a little bit ahead of time too, so it doesn't cause too much stress during the holiday day itself.
So this comes to who are we spending Thanksgiving Day with, or who are we spending Christmas Eve versus Christmas Day with? So decide these early on.
Right.
Okay. And then also our next tip, coexist.
Yes, if you can. Not easy. Easier said than done, as we all know. But if you can, try to coexist. If you can be mature about this stuff and coexist, it's really good for the children, because they see that their parental structure is still intact, their family has some stability, and if there's a splitting effect, then that causes problems with the children. Children from divorce sometimes can develop a manipulative quality if there's a fragmentation of the type at the top. So it's really important to try to coexist. And if you can, possibly think about joint presents for the children.
Wow.
Yeah, if you can.
Still from divorced parents.
Yeah, I mean, if it's an adolescent kid, it's expensive, electronics, so forth. If you can come together and talk about this, it'd be an appropriate time to talk. And so again, you can alleviate that issue of splitting in the family.
Okay, very interesting. Our next one, prioritize. We're talking about prioritizing the needs of the family, I believe, over individuals.
Right. So you really have to prepare yourself emotionally for this situation and really try to prioritize the family's needs versus individual needs. Try to get your own feelings in check if you can. So process some of the stuff, either journaling, talking to a friend, a clergy, a therapist, so that when you get to the dinner table, it's not too raw. And
we're also prioritizing, as we talked about, the needs of young children.
Absolutely. You know, Maddie, these are formative years, and these years, this time for young children has a long-lasting impact on their views of family, of holidays, and has a really huge impact, particularly on the younger children.
You don't want them to grow up dreading holidays.
No. So really be mindful of the younger children, and these are their formative years, and be careful about this stuff.
Okay, and then lastly, acknowledge the situation.
Yeah.
And this goes for even families with older children.
Absolutely. I mean, there's humility. We all have to acknowledge that, sometimes we might have an unconventional family. Acknowledge, accept, and embrace what we do have. Not to emphasize what we don't have too much. I mean, I think there should be acknowledgement, particularly if we have a missing loved one at the family table, to acknowledge it with a ritual, a toast, a prayer, whatever it is. Acknowledge it, but don't get stuck, and eventually get to the point where we can emphasize what we do have. The positive psychology people have told us it's so good for us, and it really can help us in the holiday season as well.
To really express what we are grateful for, because we all know we have so much to be grateful for.
It's gratitude and Thanksgiving. That's the whole purpose of it. So it's important we get to that place.
Wonderful. Dr. Gonzales, thank you as always for being in. We appreciate it.
Always a pleasure,
Love the
Maddie.
tips. All right, we'll be right back after this.